Hi, I want to talk about different mental states, different states of mind, and being able to have some influence. I don't like the word control, but being able to train our minds to inhabit different mental states of mind or frames of reference in our lives. Today, I had the opportunity to wish a performance athlete well for their performance today. And what I did was I sent a message that said, I think you'll perform best today if you make some inner peace with all possible outcomes of your performance and trust your training, trust the preparations you've made, and just let it go, do your best, and let the outcome take care of itself. Let the chips fall where they may. Now, I feel like on performance day, that is a frame of mind that we want to cultivate and inhabit for performance day. Now, if I were a coach or a trainer, that is not the frame of mind that I would encourage or cultivate on training days when we are trying to push ourselves. I would cultivate a state of mind probably that would be more like, hey, our chances of winning, our chances of achieving our goal depend on how hard we work today. And if we don't work hard today, we're not going to get any stronger for tomorrow. And so I would cultivate a little bit, perhaps skillfully, but a little bit of, hey, we need to show up today and we need to work today. And if we don't work today, then there's going to be consequences tomorrow. But that is not the mindset I would cultivate on the day of performance or leading up to a performance. So I'm just using that as an analogy to say that we cultivate different states of mind at different times. And the ability to kind of figure out, all right, what state of mind is the best or most optimum or healthiest state of mind to be in right now in respect to my life goals or my relationships or just my values, and is important. I used to want to find solid ground, to have one state of mind that could handle everything in my life. And now I'm thinking like, no, I think we want the ability and the mental and existential psychological dexterity to figure out, okay, this state of mind is what serves self, mind, world, and other and relationship right now. And therefore I bring it forth, and therefore I cultivate it, therefore it arises, and I can inhabit it, and I can let it go when it doesn't serve anymore. The risk of this is becoming, I'm not saying that it's easy to be able to train in this way, because I just don't think, I think being able to switch frames of reference and switch mental frames of mind, I would encourage like Dharma practice, meditation, mind practice, this to be able to even entertain this type of thinking, because if we're not skillful, we can inhabit a wrong frame of mind or a frame of mind that serves in one arena, but when you apply it in another area of your life, you'll fuck things up real bad. Particularly, I'm thinking of like performance and training mindsets versus social and relational mindsets. Like if you're in relationship, it's not a performance, it's not a competition. You need to be in a different space, in a nurturing space. This is a space where we nurture and serve and be with each other in community and relationship. That's a very sacred, nurturing space. So anyway, my next thought, which is related, is that I had a chance to talk with a very advanced mind and meditation Dharma practitioner last week. And I was talking about insight. I was talking about inhabiting this space where everything just is what it is. Everything knows itself. I don't have to know it. I can let go of having to make any meaning or figure anything out about life, self, or world. I'm just inhabiting this space of sacred emptiness. Just this, just now, everything just as it is, and everything knowing itself. This is the kind of the typical words and description to try the best that someone can try to describe the prajna or the insight training that the Buddha mentioned. And this teacher then said, but to me, and I can't remember what I asked him, but he said, be careful not to mix your trainings. Don't mix your frames of reference. Okay, there's a time to practice insight. There's a time to meditate. But there's also a time to practice sila, to practice your karma, your ethics, your ethical conduct, your noble eightfold path. And that mixes a little because some of the eightfold paths talk about right mindfulness, right concentration, right views, and that can cross boundaries. Again, all boundaries are arbitrary, but to try to help cultivate and direct mind as best we can, we honor some of the reasoning behind these boundaries. So even with Dharma training, the three trainings are, ethical conduct, sila, concentration, samadhi, right? And then prajna or insight. And why are they three separate trainings? We don't train at all three at the same time. When we're training in sila, we're not training in prajna. When we're training in samadhi, I think there's probably some blend between them. But even then, what is it? I'm just starting to realize that inhabiting a certain and cultivating a certain mental, spiritual, and existential space in our minds for a time, for a purpose, is a skillful way to be. And of course, with all mind training, there are risks associated, and we need to be careful because, mind, this is how we think of ourselves. This is how we understand world. And so be wise, be gentle in our mind training. Best to find sangha, community, and teachers that can help us do this wisely and not blow ourselves up or cultivate mind in ways that are going to be harmful. And because mind is powerful. It really is. It's the way that we experience and see the world. So I pray that this is helpful to someone, and I encourage practice and training in wisdom and skill and compassion, and